Welcome back, guys. Validation Boy live stream, November 21st, 2016. We've got plenty to talk about, guys. I was going to start the show with Flat Earth. The big unbanning. But while I was in the chat, surprised that my lifetime ban from a certain channel had been lifted just today. Max Malone popped in and started talking about something very interesting. Things just kept getting bigger the more we looked into it. And there's a number of ways you can look at this whole situation. This Antonio Subway Rat and Matt Powerland, Boy Power, excuse me, or Boyland, Boy Power situation. Now, as I said in chat, the first 5 people in get a big shout out live. So first in was Barbie McGill. Second in was Chris Rock. Third was They Lie, Ohio. Number 4, Victoria Sarton. And number 5, believe it or not, a living legend. He'll never admit to it, but the fact of the reality is the guy's an inspiration to a lot of us. The one and only Max Malone was number 5. And it is an honor to have all of you guys here and everybody else who's with me right now too. So, let's talk about this situation. What do we have? We got a video by Matt Boypower where he's talking to an angry and scheming Antonio the Subway Rat, who then makes a wild claim stating he met with some Canadian something or other who was a Christian. Is he talking about Adam Doty? I'm not sure. He might be talking about Adam Doty, but he might be talking about someone else who came up to them, was involved with them somehow. I only watched about 5 minutes of it, starting at about 45 minutes. And Antonio claims some government entity gives Patricia Steer $3,000. What is it, every 2 weeks? So $1,500 a week. That's $300 a day to be a shill. Now, as you guys know, I'd be the first one if I had any, well, You know, I wouldn't hold back if I found out Patricia Steere was getting paychecks from the government. But then you got to think about this. What is she getting paid to do? A couple talk shows on YouTube where she bans pretty much everybody except her close, intimate circle of friends? What else does she do? I mean, she's on Facebook. Okay, I'm not on Facebook, so I wouldn't know anything about the Facebook universe. I have no idea what kind of shit goes on in that place, and I don't even want to know. What else does she do? She makes little comments here and there on an occasional video. She lurks around the flat earth scene looking for newbies. I mean, is that worth $300 a day? You think the government would really pay someone to do that? I mean, I guess so, maybe. But, of course, there's no proof in any of this that Antonio, who's always been suspect, everything about that guy is suspect. And then Matt, Math, whatever the fuck that bullshit is. Matt, Power Boy, Boy Power. Sitting there acting like he's not a shill. I don't know if he's a shill or not, but all signs point to yes. And I'm just taking the outsider's perspective. A guy who was on an MTV show, behaving in strange ways. Then goes on to claim he's a former NASA employee, but can't prove that. Claims that he's been in a bunch of eyes wide shut type of get-togethers. He's heard it all from the top people. He makes some really strange video where he's standing in front of like 10 like interns or something who are like forced to be his audience, it looks like. Says that all this stuff is paintings, when in reality, if you just look at it with your own eyes, you could see that it's just a painting. It's not really anything too groundbreaking. I mean, I know for a lot of people it's a big deal to say, oh, if it wasn't for Matt Powerland, I wouldn't know about any of this stuff. People, stop giving credit where credit's not really all that due. Either way, I know I'm not a popular guy, but I know a lot of people that are entertained by the things that I say and by the way that I think. So to all you 20 out there, I know at least 5 of you are cool with me. And for the other 15, hey, I'm still highly appreciative that you're here listening. What else could I ask? What more could I ask? Right? Don't worry. I understand. Last time I had a hard time keeping up with chat, and I thought about it, and I said, my girlfriend said to me, hey, just skip ahead to the bottom, whatever's freshest. So whenever I do go to chat, that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, won't you join me? the old-fashioned way. Now, concerning this entire thing, if you want to be a hard-nosed skeptic and you really want to look at the whole thing, you say to yourself, okay, so Matt is going out of his way to produce a video which to the viewer is intended to imply that he is shocked. Okay, there's so many things wrong with this picture. Was he himself not, or as he claims, a government employee? I don't get it. He's worked for MTV. He says he's worked for NASA. He says he's been in all these meetings. Why does anyone trust that guy at all? Why does anybody give two shits what Matt Boypower thinks or says? Okay, first off, there's this whole thing where I don't know what it comes from. It might be Scientology. It might be some new age shit. But some people believe that when you put what you want in your name, that will come to you. It's, what, lesser magic, black magic, whatever the fuck it is, Hollywood bullshit. Okay, so Matt Boyland. Okay, so what are we supposed to take from his name? That he wants boys and he wants land? But then he switched it up. Now he wants power and he wants land. So Math wants power and land. Before he wanted boys and land, but now it's power and land that he wants. That's what he's trying to manifest in his life. How much power does he have? I don't know. Wasn't he involved with some case against Google, supposedly? Seems like either someone who's trying really just way too hard to be recognized in the alternative media scene, or someone who's paid by the government and just kind of fails at their job. I don't know which one it is. Moving forward, however, the question then becomes, why is Matt Boypower trying to call out Patricia Steer? It's also suspect. Another question. Antonio knew, according to Antonio, he knew that Patty was getting paid by the government to, I'm assuming, to inject disinformation into the Flat Earth YouTube scene, or the Flat Earth internet scene on the whole. Why? I bet he was still willing to stay with her even after he knew that. Why should we trust him? Why should we trust anything he says? What this does, at least on the surface, makes Antonio look stupid. Makes Antonio look like a scumbag and like a sellout. If he knew Patty was getting government checks to fuck people up on the internet, why was he so down with that? Why was he so quick to tag along? I guess the thirst really is that real for some people, isn't it? And if you all don't know what that means when I say the thirst is real, just think about it for a minute and you can figure it out. I got a lot of notes I took from this week in Flat Earth, guys. Just bear with me. Let me see here. Earlier this week in Flat Earth, Cathexis hosted a show, which I was fortunate to catch from about 3 minutes after he started the broadcast. His guest was Jaron. And there were a lot of interesting developments on that show. Stick with me, guys. I also went back and I checked out the Nathan Oakley hosting Bob Nodell show. Whatever they titled it, I don't remember, but I watched it. And it looks like to me, like I've been saying for months, there's nothing new in Flat Earth. There's no model. There's no photographic evidence of the entire Flat Earth. We've never left the boundary, whatever that is. And neither ball earthers nor flat earthers can truly prove that their belief is the reality. Nobody can prove it. Now, we've reached a point in our dysfunctional flat earth family, as some like to call it. We've reached a state where we truly have nothing new to say. So now we're in rerun mode. And having Bob come on to Nathan's show and having Jaron come on to Cathexis' show and basically get interviewed by the smaller hosting channel about all the same things that, Morguile might have said, or Bob might have said, or Jaron might have said, sitting around in Glowbusters season 1, episode 3, 4, okay, and shows before that. It's all reruns now. And now, everyone's favorite top brass are going to try to shoot themselves into the next level and try to attempt to run some kind of mainstream media circuit. And they've got to work their way up. They got to do their interviews. They got to shoot for the stars. Because it's showtime for the top brass now. It's just ironic how they've recently lifted all these bans on all these people. Let's take a closer look at that. Well, furthermore on the previous topic, now these shows are becoming basically echo chambers. There's nothing new moving forward, except for personalities to develop and money to be made. That's about as good as it gets, right? It is ironic, okay, that Patty and Nathan and Bob and all these people, all these wrenches, this little wrench posse, has been running around acting like, oh, we lifted all our bans. When, okay, the very last show that any of y'all top brass fuckers did any kind of show with a live chat in it, I was banned in it. I've been banned for, I can't even remember for how long. Life banned. Okay? And y'all know it's true. And you're going to sit there and say, oh, lies? You're going to lie, validation boy? Motherfuckers, you lifted my ban this morning. I went on Patty's episode 134. I wrote in ban check. And lo and behold, my comment appeared for the first time in months. Months and months and months. And I see what you guys are doing. It's stupid. You think people can't see through that? Okay, it's a psyop. Now you're going to allow people in your shit? You guys just can't pass up the chance to play God. Ever. Can you? You can never pass up that chance, can you? Okay. And then you're also going to act like because you've lifted these bans, that it means that you're just above it all. You're above it all. Okay. I don't think so. You think that by lifting these bans, you're going to be able to, you think that the tide has turned in your favor enough and you're confident and you believe. Just let these trolls out here bury themselves. Well, no, that's the thing. This shit is divided. Bladder's divided because of you guys. Okay. And now you're going to try to play the peacekeeper, the benevolent conqueror. You're going to assume that role. Your little psych warfare tactics don't fucking work on all of us. Okay? A lot of the stupid fucks out here, it might work on them, but it doesn't work on the intelligent people, guys. I see your shit unfold, and it's out of the it's out of the playbook. It's so cheap, man. You guys are so transparent. I wish I knew exactly what book or what writing it was that you were getting your schemes from. I don't know. Is it a government document? What is it? I know it's not Art of War. Okay. It's something else. You guys cheap Bernaysian fucking tactics. No matter what you do, there's always going to be a faction of people out here that are skeptical of you top brass. Okay? It's never going to go away. And you should consider yourself fortunate that there are people out here who do give enough of a fuck to be skeptical, even about you, the ones who claim that you love it more than anybody else or that you work harder than anybody else. Stay with me. Now, because of the fact that everything's a rerun now and everything's an echo chamber now, it goes to show the reality of the flat earth community. And that reality is this. Most of us, I guess, just looking for new faces. So Cathexis shows up. Everybody just hops on. He's a good show. Great show. Great host. Fantastic host. Questionable choice of guests. However, there was an issue that arose during the Cathexis broadcast. I was in there from the get. I was playing nice with everybody. I got a lot of respect for Cathexis. And, a lot of time passes. And then all of a sudden, at the same exact moment, essentially the same moment, Bob shows up, Patty shows up, Nathan shows up, David Weiss, I think, shows up. You name it down the list. They all showed up within about 30 seconds of each other. That's what it seemed like. And Martin Liedke showed up. They all had wrenches, or a lot of them did. Yvette from FreeChan shows up. I've been on FreeChan. Yvette was nice enough to invite me on a couple times. I even missed a couple of times that she had called me, or her panel had called my Google Hangout to invite me in, and I just wasn't, I wasn't there. I didn't see the alert or whatever. And I thought I was on good terms with her, Turns out, though, that she's a sympathizer and a little fangirl of Patty and the Potato Brass. And others have told me behind the scenes that she definitely is that, but she never acted that way towards me. She gave me a voice on her show. And I know, I guess it's not just her show, but she was my avenue into Free Chan. And she let me on there to voice my opinions. However, when a lot of the brass showed up in Cathexis's chat room with their wrenches, I started running ban checks and mute checks, because I just went, Bob showed up. Oh shit, validation boy, there he goes. He's out of the room. But no, he was letting it fly. And I did a couple more. And what do you know? Yvette, of all people, Yvette hops in and fucking terminates me. Just banned it. You're out. No timeouts, no nothing. And she's talking about, what makes you think it's Bob, Phoebe? And she just comes in there for no fucking reason, flexes her muscle. I had said nothing to her, flexes her muscle, bans me out of the room. That's just a symptom. It just goes to show the underlying issue, which is what John LeBon recently brought up during a live chat. I think it was my live chat. This moderator situation has gotten out of control. All these fucking mods, and they all got their own personal gripes with this person, that person, this person, that person. Next thing you know, oh shit, your chat room is 5 people. Like I explained last time I did one of these. 5 people in there. Luke Dana Walker, Bob, the same ones down the list. You know what I'm talking about, guys. That's all that's in there. It's the only people that's allowed in there. And it's gotten so embarrassing that now they're just like, I guess, trying to let everybody in. I could understand if I'd come in there tonight in Patty's chat and been belligerent. And I knew there was no need to be like that, so I didn't do that. I was just honestly surprised that I wasn't banned from the room. Flat Earth is a social experience. And if you have a larger platform and you start castrating other content producers, let alone YouTube users, but other content producers who are Flat Earth proponents and truth proponents, you start castrating their YouTube experience by banning them from shows, you're a fucking piece of shit. A straight up stone cold pile of dog shit. If you do shit like that. Maybe their guilty consciences got to them. I doubt it, though. Maybe their viewership numbers were dropping. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to research that. Is there a way to research that? I don't know. Not after the fact. Because even if they did have a lull, then when they got back to being on the good side with people, but people might go back and watch those old ones that they had missed during that time that they didn't like them. I don't know. I got a lot more to say on this topic. Bear with me. Two more things. I just want you guys to know that when I was in the sound check, when I was in Cathexis's chat and all the potato brass showed up with all their wrenches and their egos and their fucking beef, with all their fucking beef and their wrenches. Tossed Jed Skeptic out. Just tossed him. Patricia Steer was there too. And some idiot in there, Timaeus, some fuckbag who wants to just troll me. I don't know. You know what? I take that back. Timaeus, you're probably not a fuckbag. You know, I'll take it back. I think you've been subscribed to me for a long time. But for some reason, you want to, I don't know, you got some weird fetish for Patricia. And you want to defend her. And you want to defend Bob and Jaren. Because you love them. Because they're your friends. So I'll take it back. You're probably not that bad of a person. But for some reason, you want to attack me. Okay. Timaeus said some shit and went to the oh so fucking original, calling me VD in the fucking chat. Oh, yuckity fucking yuck, bro. Or young lady, whatever the fuck you are. I don't know. Your channel is nothing but mirrored content, so I don't know who you are or what you are. Please forgive me. And I just want everybody to know that their favorite flat earth potato went on for about 10 minutes, 10 more fucking comments, piling on, calling me VD. And completely erroneously saying that VD just wants attention and validation. Clearly, she doesn't understand the concept of validation, boy. If you want to understand the concept of validation, boy, then you need to go back to Coffee Talk episode 4 by The Scarecrow, and you'll find it in my Validation Boy appearances playlist on my channel, among other appearances that I had on other shows, including Cathexis's other shows. And I think some Free Chan episodes too, or at least one. The funny thing about all that is, though, besides Patricia's stupidity and immaturity, okay, is the fact that I've lived with my girlfriend for what, 4 years? We've been together 5 years now? 3 years? 5 years? We lived together 3 years? I don't know. Hop Along Patty, who just hooked up with the fucking subway rat himself, wants to call me VD? She wants to call me VD? Think about it, guys. Think about it just for a second. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And another thing. At the end of Cathexis's show, when everyone went around and, blowing smoke up each other's asses, which I'm guilty of doing when I'm in chats too, because it's fun. You're glad that others are out there talking to you about this crap and validating your ego, while you can validate theirs. It's all fun. But regardless, during their little, during the outro of the show, Jaren took it upon himself to, let's see how he says it. Yeah, he thanked Cathexis's other guest and Cathexis himself for joining the fight, joining the Flat Earth fight. And that's the thing, guys. Did Cathexis join Jaren? Does anybody join anybody? Should anybody join anybody? By Jaren suggesting that Cathexis was joining the fight, Jaren assumed leadership of that fight. A leadership role in that fight. Okay? That's just mind games, people. Okay? Jaren wants to sit there and act like he is the Flat Earth Messiah, and you people want to believe it. then you need to go back to the drawing board and go back to the introspection room and hang out there for a lot longer. It was nice to hear Issa Mahal tonight, say that we need to all be introspective, because he had heard me talking about that before, and I appreciate that he's wise enough to let the stuff that I'm saying sink in. I need to get a refill on the drink, guys. I'll be back in 2.5 minutes, probably 1 minute, probably more like 2 minutes. Stick with me. We're definitely back, guys. We are definitely back. Oh yeah. I'm gonna run an equipment check. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Like I always say, and much respect. The band lift psyop. On the surface, it seems like it might actually be working. I'm all, as Martin Liedtke would say, I'm all love bomb now. Look at that. Or am I? If you think I'm love bomb, you probably missed the first 40 minutes of the show. But my first 5 didn't miss it. My first 5 definitely didn't miss it. Let's see, who were they? They were number 1, Barbie McGill. Oh yeah. Number 2, Chris Rock. That's right. Often appearing on the Jeff Stewart channel. Correct? Number 3, They Lie, Ohio. Oh yeah. Going way back. And then Victoria Sarton. And then number 5, Max Malone. Max Malone is in the chat, guys. I don't know if you guys realize you're chatting amongst living legends. Mm-hmm. I want to welcome Oakley Cord. That's right. I want to welcome Martin Liedtke. I want to welcome Nathan Oakley, 1980. And seems he has brought his chode with him. Now, he says chode means big fat cock. I always thought the chode was the taint. But I've also heard that the chode, well, let's not go there. It's not that kind of show. Stick with me. I'm not going anywhere. This is indeed very much how the big boys play. There was a couple little other things I wanted to mention. Well, maybe I'll leave that alone. back to Nathan Oakley and Bob's show. Aside from the fact that the top brass want to go on each other's show and get interviewed and act like celebrities and that they're the experts on flat Earth and that they're the leaders of the flat Earth. Aside from that, during that show, Nathan said something that at first had me laughing. Oh shit, somebody wants to email me. I can't take your email right now. Nathan said we can actually take charge of finding out what we are and where we live. And I gotta say, it's a whole lot of bullshit. First off, you're never gonna leave this realm, this whatever we're inside of. You're never gonna leave. I'm never gonna leave. You're never gonna go south of Antarctica. You're never gonna go in space. Trust me. Okay? And without that, there is no finding out what we are and where we live. It's not possible. Just immediately not possible. You like to throw this little, you can take charge bit in there and say that because what we're doing now is the first steps in a greater mission, and that we're taking charge because we're the first ones in fighting this fight. Thing is, though, the fight is over. The fight should have long moved inward. And for people out there calling themselves, well, being called the top brass, and sometimes calling themselves the top brass, to stick around and just try to make money off it is kind of scary. Like I said on another show I was on, I think it was Metafe episode 0, first one. We got to start looking inward. Do we really want the whole world to know the big secret? What if the paradigm did shift? Okay. What if the paradigm did shift? It's going to be a controlled shift, a mainstream shift, a co-opted shift in paradigm. It's not going to be anything organic or pure. It's not going to be. Knowing that, why do you want it? Why are you so quick to try to be the face of it? Is this really just all about fame and money for the top brass? Is it really just that down, dirty, and ugly? Have their masks been peeled off over time? More and more and more masks revealing the ugly truth that in the end, with Matt and everybody else, Patty, Mark, David, is it really just about the fame, the money, having your fucking face be the face of some distant or not so distant future paradigm shift? If it does happen, it's not going to do anybody any good. Do we want everybody to know? Or do we have the wisdom to keep it to ourselves, at least a little bit? I'm not saying that we should form some kind of secret society, have some kind of initiation or rules or member list or anything like that. I'm just saying, for those of us out here who know it in our hearts or believe it, not necessarily know it, because none of us know it, be honest with yourself, but for those of us who believe it and feel it in our hearts that the earth is flat, is it really our responsibility to tell every single stupid sheeple out there the big secret? Should we really do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know. During tonight's show, episode 134 of Patty, let's see what happened. What went down. Took just a couple notes, just for reference, just to have something to talk about so that you guys could hear my opinion on the current state of the flat earth community. Oh, first off, Yvette had the nerve to show up in this chat, or on Patty's chat there, and tell all the wrenches to take it easy on people. Even though she had just busted up in Cathexis's fucking chat and banned me. You know, here's the thing about Cathexis's chat. I talked to him on Skype, or we messaged on Skype a couple days ago. And it turns out that Cathexis had given the people that he had given wrenches to a long time prior to this show. It was when they were trying to help him set up his Google Hangouts. And they probably told him, hey, you're going to need some moderators for these fucking trolls, you know, so just give them to us, you know, and he fell for it and he gave them wrenches. When that group of people showed up in Cathexis' chat and started fucking with everybody and goading people in so that they could have a reason to eliminate them, because the shit's gone to their fucking heads. They've lost their fucking minds with their fucking moderator wrenches. No fucking wrenches. There's no fucking wrenches in my room. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I'm the king of my room. And all are welcome in my fucking kingdom, in my realm. Okay? It's a fucking dark realm. And it moves at a real fucking slow pace. But it's meant to relax you. It's meant to help you ease the pain of living as a flat earther on essentially a globe. Because, you know, you live on a globe if you think about it. When you look at the fucking people around you, they all believe they're on a fucking globe. So you're living on their globe. You're the unique one. You're the special one. You guys get what I'm saying with that, right? Yeah, I hope so. Okay. And then, of course, you know, Max came in and told me about the Matt Boy Power video, you know, with Antonio. The whole thing looks really fucking staged. Can't trust either of them dudes. It's all stupid. It's looking like, you know, they're all just working together, you know. And someone was saying in the chat earlier when I was out there handling this business with this drink, someone told Martin that he doesn't take a stance. He never takes a stance. Martin says, of course, that, you know, when the time is right, he will take the proper stance. To be fair to Martin, you know. But for a lot of people, it's difficult to understand why Martin stays a lot aligned with a group of such psychotic individuals. It's all very interesting, this Martin issue. Everyone says, oh, Martin's got a good heart. Martin's got a good heart. He's just stuck in the wrong crowd. Well, after daytime, nighttime, after all that debacle, and learning that Martin was the one who was forced to leak it, or was goaded into leaking it, or coerced into leaking it, or volunteered to leak it. Either way, the fact that he leaked it and went along with the plan, even if it was his own plan, or who knows whose fucking plan it was, he's kind of guilty by association, and then there's been other times when Martin has, unfairly silenced and muted and banned people, playing Wrench God, playing Lord of the Wrenches, It's happened. So that's why a lot of people out there, they're not a lot of people, excuse me. There's a small faction of people out there who are convinced that Martin Liedtke is no good. I'm not saying I'm one of those people, okay? I'm just saying that it does exist. There is a faction of people out there who I know for a fact believe that Martin Liedtke is up to no good and is fully aware, okay, of what's going on and what he's doing, or what he's being told to do. And Martin tonight in Patricia's chat went on and said something about, this is a love bomb, for all you haters in here. We're going to let you run wild, but we're going to basically smother your hatred with our big pillowy love bombs. Now, was Martin told to do that? Was Martin told to do that? Because how can all the moderators go from power-hungry psychopaths just gorging in their authoritative powers, just banning and timeouts on everybody just because of their name? Oh, that guy showed up, timeout. Bam, first thing. Whoa, hey all, timeout. Oh, why is he on timeout? Oh, shit. How do they go from that, okay, to love bomb? Explain that. Please explain that. Okay. I guess I'm going to look over chat. Hold on. Maybe there's some other stuff. I want to say hi to Richard Clark, who's in the house. Forgot to say hi to Richard Clark. And Rob. Of course, Rob. Rob's always been there for me. David Sawyer is here. Tom Fuller of the International Space Stage is here, and he says that potatoes love Validation Boy. And it appears so, yeah. I mean, Martin was in here. Nathan's in here. Let me see if there's any other notes I need to get to. Oh, yeah. One last funny little thing. It was very interesting, and I don't know if this was planned, okay? Or I don't know if this was scripted. I don't know if this was arranged beforehand. But at the end of Patricia's show there, at the end of Patricia's show there, during the final goodbyes, Issa Mahal started calling Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye the Science Guy. He started calling them the top brass. And he said it about 6 or 7 times. He kept saying that Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson are the top brass. Okay. And, okay. Talk about a fucking coordinated effort. I mean, what is with you people? Okay. Issa, forgive me, man, if these are your own original thoughts and you just decided in your mind to call those people the top brass. Don't really know how you would get to that. I don't know how that transaction occurred for you, but okay, then accept my apology. But it doesn't sound like that was really like your own words all that much, Issa, when you said that. It just didn't, man. Okay. I'm not trying to beef with you. I'm just saying, you're associated with that group of people. At the end, you try to throw in this top brass, and throwing the identity name game, playing the identity name game. And it was kind of awkward when you started going on with top brass, and nobody really wanted to say anything. Nobody really wanted to actually blurt out, no, we're the top brass, but that's really what was going on. It was funny to watch. It was definitely funny to watch, but that wordplay, it's really not, I don't think that's going to catch on. I don't think that's going to be a thing. The top brass are who they are. They've been labeled the top brass. Originally, I guess by me, but really I got it from when Mark Sargent kept calling himself the top brass. He said it a couple times in one show. And I was like, oh, Mark considers himself and his friends the top brass. And that's where I got it from. And originally by me, but now the whole flat earth community, even the top brass themselves have embraced this label that I, Validation Boy, granted them. And I guess they embraced it for a while, and used it to pump themselves up and as a psyop, and to have people out there believing that they were the top brass. Okay. Maybe I got suckered into calling them that, Maybe I'm the one that got played. Don't really care. It's no big deal. Just anti-social media. But maybe they've outgrown it, and maybe they asked you to try to make something happen and make something change in that arena. Or maybe it was your own idea to try to do that. But it seems rather transparent, and it seems rather beneath you. I know that you're a pretty intellectually, aware and conscious guy generally. And to hear you play such a cheap word game, I'm not going to say I was disappointed. I'm just saying, it was a little shocking. It was a little shocking. It was a little bit beneath you. Stick with me, guys. 33 viewers. Hey, what's that tell you? Oh, the darkness. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those long pauses that I take, sorry about that, guys. They're just for Nathan Oakley, and they're just to bore him. So you're welcome, Nathan. You're welcome. However, Lee Harvey is in the house and says the Antonio/Boy Power video had a whole bunch of cuts and edits in it. That's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Anyone who cares enough can go research that. I don't give a shit about those two guys. I don't give two shits about either of those guys. So, and I'll just go on your word right now and trust you that it does, because it wouldn't surprise me in the least. All right. See what else is going on. Chris Rock says, well, I see, you think he's deflecting from potatoes being called that. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Definitely. And, Max Malone and Nathan are going to have to deal with the fact that sometimes people partake in activities that create a generally more laid back atmosphere and environment. This is a long show. It's very laid back. People can watch it while they're going to sleep, if they want, or they can keep it on at work. It's okay. We're here to talk about the good stuff, the fun stuff. Let's move on. There's a possibility. There seems to be a possibility of brewing in the mix of a 3-man team of flat earthers that might just have to start their own professional wrestling analysis show. I'm not saying who they are, but I think there's 3 of them. And I think the 3 of them might be starting up a show about that. It's the sport of kings. You got to understand there's people out there that love professional wrestling. Professional wrestling, and a lot of people might not understand this, but professional wrestling is essentially the apex of modern human theater. It's pretty much the most poignant art form, really, that exists today. It's almost essential to Western civilization on the whole, the existence of professional wrestling. It's a fundamental backbone of our culture. It bears a legacy that is just extremely beautiful. And some people really love it. It means a lot to a lot of people. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of stories that are told. Like I said, it's pretty much the apex of modern human theater. And a lot of people out there, they won't get that. It's okay. They won't get it. But there might be 3 guys that come out of nowhere with a badass show analyzing what goes on in the world of professional wrestling. Tom Fuller ISS says, talk about Nathan, he's getting bored. Oh, Nathan's never bored, man. For you to say you're bored, that really just means you're a boring person, right? Isn't that the old saying? But we know Nathan's not a boring person. He's got lots of cool stuff going on. Lots of cool stuff going on. He's not boring. Yeah. Scarecrow and Rock, yeah. The one guy, well, Scarecrow says to Chris Rock, he says, there's this one guy who's one of the biggest fans ever, more than me, LOL. I can't believe how much of a fan he is. The dude knows everything. Anyways, moving on. I can't play video. I can't even have guests. I'm not even sure if I want to have guests. I almost had Lori Gale. Oh, and she's in the chat too, by the way. Hi, Lori Gale. What's up? And I tried having her on, and we had so much technical difficulties that I don't know if I'll ever be able to resolve it. I do have this new laptop. It's pretty decent, but I bought it used from my friend who's a computer whiz, and he's got it all working beautifully and for me, But I seem to have trouble doing Hangouts on it. I can participate in Hangouts in my phone or in my tablet. I've never really done it on my phone, but I know I can, or on my tablet, which is how I've always done it. And I'm just not sure that this show necessarily needs guests or any kind of video. It's a nice dark environment, and I like to keep it simple and nice and relaxed in here. For my viewers. Tom Fuller, the ISS, says he thinks this is all the gossip he can take for 1 week. Well, the gossip never ends, man. The gossip never ends. Got the Scarecrow in the house supporting Validation Boy. Big, huge shout out. Scarecrow, of course, had me on his show, Coffee Talk, episode 4. He interviewed Orphan Red. Then he interviewed Mark Sargent. Mark Sargent spilled the beans on a lot of stuff. And then he interviewed Conspiracy Mystic, and then myself, and then Lori Gale, and then Ace McLeod, I believe. I believe that's his order and his lineup of people he's interviewed so far. I don't know if there's another one after that. Scarecrow wants me to move on from Flat Earth. And that we need to start a podcast about an entirely different topic. Max Malone, your opinions on Antonio. I wonder if he's asking me. Oh, I've said my opinions on Antonio all throughout this broadcast and through the other 2 or 3 that already exist. Chris Rock raises a brilliant point. He says, is all of this just Adam Joseph Doty making up stories, Antonio repeating those stories because he's disgruntled? That's it. That's a legit angle to the whole thing. Microphone check. Yeah, that's a legit angle for the whole thing. Continues and says, or is Adam telling the truth and you are all a bunch of shills? And Nathan Oakley thanks him for that. Max Malone, I don't know who he's asking this, but he says, would you piss off a whole mess of truthers because you're mad? Sunshine says, Adam has spoken more truth in the last week than Nathan and the Taters in over a year. That's very interesting. Maybe I'll go check out the Adam video. I know I'm a little bit behind. Martin Liedke says to Max Malone, Max, my friend, I'm an open book. Anything you want to know, mate, have a little hangout with me. My email's on my About page. I'm not secretive. I'm flat earther 100%, meaning God's here and I can't lie. Max says if Antonio is lying, that's a whole lot worse than anyone being a shill. Good point. Sunshine apparently doesn't like Jed. It's a clever name there. Sunshine. Sunshine. Probably just Tim Osman, right? Come on, get out of here. So Tom Fuller ISS says, I'm pretty sure Nathan is a narcissist. Let's try an experiment and act like he doesn't exist for the rest of the show. Flat Earth Math asks, did Validation Boy take cinematography advice from Lord Stephen Christ? I don't know. Is this what he does? He sits in the dark like this? I've never seen his show. Or if I do, I don't remember. Jed Skeptic's been busy editing a project. Tom Fuller of the ISS says, Flat Earth Math, we are not here to talk about math. I hope you don't get disappointed. I guess Rob might be a fan too. Hmm. Wow, chat's moving right along, isn't it? What is this that Nathan is saying here? What are you up to, Nathan? Oh, okay, he says it's Patricia that's on 10,000 subs. He's only at 5,000. Let's see. And he also says his my sprog, I don't know what this means, is sleeping on a bed made of cash paid by the CIA. Dang, Nathan. Ain't that the truth? Okay. You know. Flat Earth Math apparently is a fan too and knows exactly what's up with cinematic choices. You know that motion picture you mentioned here in chat, Flat Earth Math. I consider that movie an emotional tour de force. That's what I consider it. So Nathan Oakley says, "Yeah, good movie. He knows it's good stuff." Nathan Oakley says the globe is like wrestling. The globe is like wrestling. I don't know about that. In ways, I guess you could say that. But see, the globe is inherently bad, while wrestling is inherently amazing and good and one of the best activities humanity has ever partaken in. So I don't know. They're a lot different. Hmm. Tom Fuller of the ISS says Flat Earth Math. If you didn't know, the potatoes are the WWE of the flat Earth. Interesting. Thing is that all the shit and smack that I personally talk about the potato brass is really more of a Validation Boys WWE approach to them, more so than them being the said or the so-called WWE of Flat Earth. So I'm kind of there with you, but you know. Chris Truthseeker has entered the room and says try different browser VB. I don't know what that means. Flat Earth Math says I was telling the potatoes crowd that I found 18 space bubbles in the spacewalk footage where Jaren saw the yellow scuba tank. Hmm. Yeah. Gotta love those space bubbles, says Tom Foolery. Tom Fuller of the ISS says, did you hear sea life is growing on the outside of the ISS? Oh, man. They're starting to have a problem with the barnacles. Can you believe it? Says flat earth equals iron. Iron Man equals FE man. Gonna stop there. Whoa. Fem man or something. Use the Black Sabbath voice. Oh God, don't make me do it. I am flat earth math. No, wait, I did it wrong. Totally wrong. I am fem man, huh? Sea plankton on the space station? Russian official claims it's so. Chris Rock says life is about contracts, Charles. Property law. You know. Keeping it heel, baby. For life. For life. Which Tomfoolery of the ISS wants to ask Flat Earth Math. Hey, have you convinced any of the globe busters or the potatoes that the Earth is a globe yet? You know, in any form, there's room for more than one heel. So don't worry about all that. Flat Earth Math says, to tomfoolery, not yet. I'm still in phase 1. And then rubs his hands. Victoria Sarton says, Martin, think about what love really means, like how a parent loves a child. You take care of the child, but you also teach the child right from wrong, and sometimes discipline the child. Love doesn't mean anything goes. Well said, Victoria Sarton. Wow, there's a lot going on. I gotta skip far ahead. Flat Earth Math says, validation boy, we've never been introduced. I've been joking around here in chat. Most folks know I'm a glober. I don't want to steer you wrong. No, Flat Earth Math, I know that you're a glober. But, I mean, you saw my channel, my trailer for this show, and it said it's a troll's paradise. Okay, I'm not even saying that you even necessarily are a troll, but if you are trolling, or if you want to say that you're trolling because you're hanging out here, or even if you're hanging out here and you actually are trolling, it's totally welcome. Everybody is welcome in Validation Boys chat. I'm always trying to, just intake information that's fed to me through these computer screens and process it all in my head. And that it's a lot of fun for me, and then I give my opinion on it. And other people seem to want to listen to that opinion. So it's fun for them too. So you're more than welcome in my show. No problem. You could even troll me. Tell me I look like, this or that. Tell me I talk like this or that. Make fun of me. If it's good, I'll read it on the air. This is a troll's haven. I want to reward only the best. Muscle Car Rock Lover says Jed and Jeff Stewart equals Truth Busters. I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of both. Wait a second. Oh, Charles must be Flat Earth Math. Because Rob says, no, Charles ain't no troll, VB. And Flat Earth Math says, hey, validation boy, thanks, mate. You're a solid dude. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, see, the thing is, though, if your stuff's good and you're laying the smack down in my show, and I'm not saying you personally, I'm just saying to everyone out there, if your shit's good, it gets on the air. And if someone can try you really hard, They get read on the air too. And it's all in the name of fun. It's all in the name of letting people have a voice. Because for so long, okay, for so long, all the larger forums where a lot of people would like to get together, on the hot potatoes and the top brass and the glow busters, okay, they had banned a lot of people that are the ones that have all the fun, the ones that make it all fun. They banned all of us for so long, And they recently, their latest psyop is to lift those bans all at once. And it works on many levels. It's all a bunch of crap, and it's all, so they can steer forward and try to just keep their hands on the reins of this allegedly huge beast that they think that they're controlling. That, they echo chamber in rooms, and they're starting to incorporate smaller channels. They're starting to try to bring people up, people who are already, halfway there. They want to bring them into the circle, debating some people in, It's all a question of who's going to sell out. It's all a question of who's going to join teams. Let's get back to the chat. Wow, things are moving along seriously fast. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm... Sunshine says, validation boy for the win. I don't know. What did I win? What did I win? Muscle Car Rock Lover says, potatoes are all a big pro wrestling tag team. You guys know professional wrestling's a lot bigger than the WWE, just so you all know. There's a whole world of it out there. And even within the WWE, that in itself is a massive universe with multiple weekly shows and constant output of professional wrestling content. It's insane. If someone were a fan of professional wrestling and they had that, they're pretty much satiated. They're pretty much good to go. They've always got something to do. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, we're talking about Bubbles. He didn't want Flat Earth Math didn't want to steer me wrong. I told him how it is. Lori Gale says Tomfoolery says, solid job keeping up with the chat this time, VB. Tomfoolery says, time to hit the bong. You know what? Not that I'm hitting bongs, but if I did, this might be the right time. I mean, I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. I'll leave you guys with me. I'll leave the sound on, that's the funny thing about my shows. Sometimes when the icon is up and you don't see my face, I'm still talking. So you're going to have to go back and make sure, But when I tell you I'm going to be back in a couple minutes, you can assume it's going to be about 5 fucking minutes. Unfortunately. But, shit happens. But Lori Gale says, yeah, great job tonight, validation boy. Thank you so much, Lori. Victoria says, maybe they got tired of all their yes men. I doubt it. I mean, we're talking about sociopaths. The more yes men they have, the better. In fact, their yes men, okay, are just doing what they're told, okay, because it's part of a bigger op. So they didn't get tired of them. They're just using them in a different way now. And they're just going to keep using them forever and ever and ever. And they're going to keep giving them wrenches and letting them in halfway so they can guard the gates, okay. Muscle Car Rock Lover says, nice you don't ban folk, validation boy. Patty banned me first show. Martin bans me lots. Interesting. Daylight Ohio says, I'm out, VB. 5 a.m. comes early. Thank you for the good show. Thank you for sticking around, Daylight. Thank you for being, what was it, the third person in my room tonight? Thank you so much. And let's see here. Been going about an hour and a half now. Okay. And Nathan Oakley says, oh, no, he didn't say anything of any merit there. Sorry. He didn't say anything interesting at all. Still waiting for Nathan to really come with something, genuinely interesting. At least in my chat, I can read it out in the air, I give everybody a chance here. Flat Earth Math says, hey, Nathan, I did a CGI globe before CGI existed. It was in Pascal, and I painted the Mercator 1 pixel at a time. That sounds quite tedious. That's fucking brutal. That's brutal. Wow. So Tom Fuller of the ISS says, so now we all know that space is a lie, except for flat Earth math. What is everyone doing about it? That's the question, isn't it? I mean, that's why I go on and on. The Scarecrow was banned by Rob. The Scarecrow wants me to ban him. But that's the thing about this room. There's zero moderation. Zero moderators. This is the only show by any of the, anyone who's recognized as a content producer in the flat earth community, okay, who has their own show. This is the only fucking one that doesn't have moderators. I'm the only show. Cathexis' show, he says he doesn't want moderators, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't have any. There was something I was going to address here just a minute ago. Let me go back here. Oh, yeah. Tom Foolery says, so now that we know space is a lie, what's everyone doing about it? That's the thing, man. That's what I was getting at earlier. I mean, you probably already heard it, but I mean, how many people do we want knowing our truth? It takes a lot of pressure off your life if you're one of the chosen few and you know the secrets. Like Nathan Oakley has said, and many others have said, to be fair, that there's not going to be an asteroid that's going to come crashing down on your fucking head. Okay, for example. Okay. And thing is, I don't want everybody knowing that. If there was a paradigm shift and everybody knew it, then the controllers would insert a whole new bevy of items for us to worry about and for us to feel like we don't have any control over. So, for our short lifespans, speak for yourself, validation boy. Hey. No, all of us together are generally relatively short lifespans compared to time. That's what I was getting at. Is it possible that we may be better off maybe keeping this secret a little bit more, holding it a little bit closer to our chests, so to say? Is it possible? Is that possible? I'm just sitting here talking, hoping you guys hear me. I know that you are. And it's a lot of fucking fun. The Scarecrow was banned by Rob. Okay, unofficial. Martin Leakey got Captain Jack's autograph. He served him at barbecue, bent as a 9-bob note. Mincer. I don't understand any of that. Muscle Car Rock Lover says, got your number, boyo. LOL. Don't really know what that means. Flat Earth Math writes to me, the host of the show, the host of Validation Boy live stream, and says, Validation Boy, I wrote my own algorithms in Trig to map the Mercator onto a virtual sphere. Then it advanced 1 pixel and did it again and again. When done, I had a spinning globe animation. The Scarecrow's ban was lifted by Validation Boy. And it went in the wrong direction since he wasn't paying attention. Oh, all that work and it was the other way. I mean, when you should have just presented it, just put it in a mirror. Just put it in a mirror. Nathan Oakley used to work for B&Q when he first left home in 1996. I wonder how old Nathan is. I graduated from high school in 1996. Pretty much left my house soon after, but then went back. You know how life is. Lee Harvey Hitler says, I truth bomb all of the NASA live feeds on Facebook and elsewhere. That's a good thing. Martin Liedke says he was a plant expert. Surprise, surprise. You know, I almost forgot. Okay, I almost forgot. Stay with me. My audio is still going to be right here for you. Oh, yeah. Keeping it live. Just keeping it live. Let's handle business. Rob asked Martin if he was a botanist. Nathan Oakley says he worked nights, same as now. And he says that he could feel himself getting dumber as he worked there. Martin says, no, Rob, I was a horticulturalist. Wow. So Nathan works at night. So that means when he has a night off, that's when he can go live. And that's why he stays up so late. Victoria says, did you really ban him, Rob? No, Victoria, come on. You know, this show literally has no wrenches. Nobody can see any wrenches in there, can you guys? Because there is none. There's only the king, and it's Validation Boy. And my channel ad said, no moderators, 0 moderators. We're here to relax and take a look at the current state of the Flat Earth YouTube community scene. That's all. You know? It's nothing but good times here. I like to keep this slow-paced environment so that nobody misses anything. Nobody misses anything. Despite the fact that I'm slow on the air, the chat's going about 10,000 miles per hour at its equator. Handling business. 31 people watching. Anybody out there who knows what I'm doing right now, please join me. You could even make a game out of it. Oh, crap. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, my God. We'll take it easy on Validation Boy live stream. We'll have the 30 viewers in the room. And then when the show's done, there'll be maybe, if I'm very fortunate, a couple hundred people who view the video. Or, you know, at least a couple hundred views. I don't know. Maybe when people come in and leave and go and leave and go. Or, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Does each one of those count as a view? Or is it once an account has viewed a video? Is that it? So that account could view that video 10 times, but it only counts as one view, right? Because it's that account. I've always wondered that. And I've always wondered if it's different for videos that are live and videos that are not live. Hmm. Painless. That last one. Absolutely painless. Let me see something. Make a little adjustment. Here we go. Okay, let's move along with this. Let's move along with this chat. You guys are the best chat ever. You guys are the best chat in all of Flat Earth. Who has the best chat in Flat Earth? Validation Boy livestream. It's unavoidable. Anybody who's anybody is here. Y'all know who you are. And I'm glad each and every one of you is here. I got some very, very familiar names in the chat right now. You know, it's good times. Mincer means gay. Wow. Muscle Car Rock Lover says, I'm liking your format, VB. That's awesome. Thanks. Nobody else has a format like this. It's laid back, Put it on when you're at work. Put it on for a long drive, You want to kind of doze in and out. You want to have a stony evening, You're doing other things. You're playing a video game and you just want to hear someone talking, in a calm, relaxed environment. Go for it, Pull up Validation Boy live stream. They've all been 3 hours so far. I don't know if I can go 3 hours this time. I don't even know if I have the content. I mean, my chat's moving like a million miles an hour. I mean, you guys are amazing. Lee Harvey says he is 36. Well, I'm 38. I don't know who's 36, but I'm 38. Dang, I skipped over something. Oh, Lee Harvey Hitler says there's a NASA launch site down in Virginia that they launch from sometimes. I was going to go down to the next one. Interesting. You should. Try to zoom in. Try to zoom in on that space shuttle. See how big that thing really is. The Scarecrow says, Validation Boy, can you please give a shout out to homemade mac and cheese? Homemade mac and cheese is, as some would say, da bomb. Okay. John LeBon, maybe the real John LeBon, maybe not the real John LeBon, says, just got here and what have I missed? Okay. And Amanda says, Amanda enters the dark room. How did I not get that? Okay. Wow. Nathan Oakley says that John LeBon has missed nothing. And there's a lot of love being spread around. Lots of love. And, Flat Earth Math, his wife just made a ton of homemade mac and cheese. The good stuff with no breadcrumbs. No breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs in the mac and cheese? I don't even know. Lee Harvey Hitler says, hey, Math, I watched the one last month from here in West Virginia, but didn't see much more than a light in the sky. I wanted to take the kids down to the ones at Wallops. John LeBon, rather harshly, says, hey, it shows how far Flat Earth has come. Even shows which just read out live comments get 30 live viewers. Well, here's the thing, John LeBon, if this is the real John LeBon, okay. Thing is that For the first 40 minutes, there was no comments. And then I came back and I did another long segment without any comments. And during this segment that I've done using comments, I've also been making other comments of my own and responding to these comments in greater detail. So, I mean, this is supposed to be a laid back forum, you know. Some people enjoy it. It might not be fast paced enough for others. Others may find it boring. That's fine. Um, Lots of fun things can happen here, though. Lots of fun things because it's good times. Ain't nothing but good times, you know. And uh, Martin Leedkey was banned by the Scarecrow, says Rob. Yep, yep. Scarecrow. He has secret wrench, invisible wrench. Okay. Hmm. Flat Earth leaders are fools. A great contributor to chat in my last episode, by the way. Okay. Says rather watch your hangout versus Flat Earth, other hot potatoes, or glowbusters, or any of those others. Way more interesting and real. Interesting. Flat Earth Math says, John LeBon, I don't know what happened. Everyone's being nice to me. That's because I openly stated that despite the fact that you think Flat Earth Math, Charles, I guess, you think that the Earth is a ball in space or whatever it is that you believe. Either way, you're not a flat earther. It doesn't matter. I'm just looking for the best in here. You know, I want people to leave the good comments, the shit that will fuck me up, the shit that will fuck other people up. You know, make things interesting. Let everyone really, really voice their opinions. Because if it's good, if it's interesting enough, no matter who it comes from, I'm reading it out in the air. I think that this community needs that. And it really sucks that the higher ups in the community, if you will, the people with maybe larger platforms within the community, they don't have a chance to do this. They're busy pushing their own weird agendas, playing their own politics games. They're busy lining up guests and having those guests pander to them in this way, that way, and the other. Sometimes it involves the handing over of wrenches, the granting of a wrench. Sometimes it involves shout outs or tribute videos or mirror videos or nice compliments, nice emails that were sent. And a lot of people are out here trying to play games and get on each other's shows and smoochy poochie. Any show I've ever been on, I've either been invited on or, in essence, at least attempted to invite myself on. You know, so, but when I say that, I mean it directly. I directly attempted. I said, get in a comment and said, let me in now, even if they don't know me. And then it's happened and people let me in, or they know who I am, never talked to me before, and they just let me in. I don't sit here and play games. I'm not going to, nobody needs to kiss up to anybody in any of this. Okay. I know it's entertaining and it's social media, but like it can be social media and it can have a group who wants to form a pyramid and put themselves at the top of that social media scene, this community here. Okay. They could put themselves up there, but it's not real. And the community doesn't need that. And I'm not saying that those people need to go away. I'm just saying that those people need to come down, or not down, but they just need to quit doing that whole thing and just join in with everybody else, because it's social media. For me, it's a little bit more anti-social media, but it's social media nonetheless. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Things have moved very far down the list. Oh, Vagination Boy says, we are all here making me wet. And like I always say, Vagination Boy, that's tight. Hmm. John LeBon says, if this is the real John LeBon, says, hasn't seen Math's latest video. Does it mention him? If not, he won't bother watching. No, apparently the video is about excuse me, features Antonio telling Matt in a hangout that Patricia gets paychecks from the CIA, and he's seen it before. And it, of course, begs the question, how long did Antonio know that? If it is true, and did he was he willing to sell out and stay with her anyways? Or is the whole thing fake and they're just some people that are creating drama? Or are they actually CIA agents that are creating really stupid drama? You know, there's many, many, many layers to all this bullshit that we're seeing in the flat earth potato brass scene, you know. Their fucking little pyramid, their little imaginary pyramid. Okay. They even did a whole show talking about fucking pyramids. Okay. It's ridiculous. Like, people out there still not quite catching on. Still not quite catching on. And even buying into the bullshit psyop of, oh, we're lifting all bands. We're gonna lift bands. We're gonna lift bands so hard that even Validation Boy is allowed to fucking comment in our shit. For the first time in what, a fucking calendar year or some bullshit, you know? It's fucking hilarious, guys. It's fucking classic. You know, this is just a forum. This is an opportunity for everybody to fucking relax and be a little bit introspective and ask ourselves the, you know, the weirder questions. Let's see what's going on in chat. I mean, you guys are moving along so fucking fast. I'm going to zip all the way down to the bottom, skip all this bullshit. Okay. Oh, man. Flat Earth Math talking about gyros. Okay. Okay. Flat Earth, Tomfoolery says to Flat Earth Math, what do you think of Bob taking a gyro on a plane? What do you think they will find? Or if they do find it curves, will they hide it? Hmm. That's what he thinks. Or he's just asking what he thinks. Flat Earth Math says back to Tomfoolery, the gyro will appear to be rigid in space as the plane banks and turns, but they don't know about friction and gyro precession and such. Hard heads. So you're saying that Bob doesn't know about gyro precession? Chris Rock says that he can't spell too good. Okay. Rob says, okay, and this is what everybody is thinking over the course of the last 2-3 days, over this last weekend and going into tonight. Okay. He's saying what everybody is thinking. Okay. Rob says, lift the bands, wait, now throw them back down. Sounds taterish. Is that what has happened? Vagination Boy says, I couldn't spell either. Interesting. John LeBon says his internet was meant to cut out 5 minutes ago. Sucked in, had to go to Burger King. Amanda, man, I don't know what that name is. And does that mean that's like a Russian last name? Are you an international flat earth person? Or not? Or what does it say something and I can't read it because I'm ignorant? Please fill me in. I don't know. Anyways, Amanda says, okay, back to it. I'm relaxed. VB's format seems popular. Thank you. Thanks. I mean, I like to go in the evening. You know, it's okay. It's okay. John LeBon says, mind you, we call BK Hungry Jacks in Australia. Don't ask me why. Well, you know, my dad always called it the BK Lounge. You know. Flat Earth Math says the tomfoolery of the ISS. The best things to learn about airplane gyros is that they're Earth gyros, as in they sense gravity, pendulous vanes, and auto erection. No joke. Chris Rock says, hope you're not eating that shit. Don't worry, you can cuss. Anything fucking goes in my fucking chat and on my fucking show. So cuss away, motherfuckers. Oh, maybe Chris Rock doesn't want to cuss. That's right. Maybe he doesn't. My bad. Chris Truthseeker says, you know the Morgile is Greek, right? Didn't know that. Amanda and Chris Truthseeker are communicating and I don't understand what they're saying. Okay. John LeBon only goes there for the free internet. Flat Earth Math says, VB, Globebusters Bob is a solid dude, but he's being willfully ignorant about the artificial horizon gyros in his own freaking plane. It's there if he'd only ask. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys know about it, but I made a video called Flat Earth, Solving the Nose Down Problem. Okay. And it's got some cheap diagrams in it. And I openly admit in the beginning of the video, hey, diagrams don't, represent reality. Okay. Neither does math. Okay. But the logic that I propose in that video, okay, solves the airplane nose down problem. We have to remember, originally I made the video and fellow YouTube content producer, John LeBon, sent me a message, a comment on the video and said, yeah, you're forgetting about the angle of attack and you have it in the wrong direction. And I looked it up and I felt like a complete fucking idiot, but I had to be honest with myself. And I just, switched the shit and reloaded the video because he was right. And it still made sense. My point's still proven, regardless of whatever the angle of attack is. And you guys should go check that out. It solves the nose down problem of planes and going over the curve. It solves all that. Okay. Flat Earth dogmatism really doesn't even have much to do, well, with me solving that problem. Well, maybe that's not an honest statement. Maybe I need to redact that for now. I need to go back and look at my own shit and see exactly what I said and see exactly what the videos are saying. I'm only a human being. I'm only a person. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Tomfoolery of the International Space Stage says, if a gyro can stay rigid in space, which no, you can't prove a gyro has ever been in space, but okay, so theoretically, if a gyro can stay rigid in space against G's, wouldn't it resist gravity a much weaker force? I don't know, I'm just asking. Wait a second. What is he saying? I'm reading that wrong. Forgive me, guys. Let me move forward. The last question is, would you have a charity boxing match against Bob? He's asking Flat Earth Math if he would have a charity boxing match against Bob to send him on a rocket. Ooh. Flat Earth Math seems rather convinced of his pendulous vanes and the precession of his gyro. And he seems to want to assume that gravity is something that's tangible and has ever been demonstrated or proven ever. But yeah, he's sticking to his guns and he's sticking to them hard. Chris Rock says, what about old planes and old gyros, early aviation? Great question. Always just go back. Always go back further. It always ends up going back to the creator anyways. And the blessings that the creator gives all of us in our lives, and how we need to be praiseful of that. End of story. It doesn't matter what religion you are. You've been created. You need to give praise to your creator. There's really nothing more important. You need to do that Not on a daily basis. You don't do it. You do it when it's necessary. You do it when you need to do it, and you do it when you want to do it. And hopefully, if all is right in the world, you end up wanting to do it a lot more than you need to do it. Simple way to live your life, people. Flat Earth Math says, Chris Rock, that's another great topic to research. There was a lot of effort put into instrumentation in early aviation, which was restricted to daylight, good weather. Mm-hmm. Tom Foolery of the ISS says, I guess I'm going to need to study gyros for a year to understand what you just said. To what he was saying, to to what Flat Earth Math was saying. Amanda says, no need vagination boy. Rude to speak in a foreign language in company. I was only responding to Chris. And then they're speaking more where I can't understand it. Vagination boy also adds something in another language, which I don't really care about trying to figure out or look at. Amanda says, I'm glad you agree, vagination boy. Now let's chat. I don't know. The sudden turn. Is Amanda a fake person? Calling me vagination boy? She has every right to call me vagination boy. Wait, she's calling vagination boy, not me. That's right. I forgot vagination boy's in the room. You know, I think that person, vagination boy, is either Tim Osman or could be Jaron. Doubt it. Could be Jaron, but I doubt it. Bob could even be the Scarecrow under a fake account just fucking with me, which would be funny. Vagination boy, whenever they do right on here, they are pretty funny. So whatever. The good shit gets on the air. We'll see. Flat Earth leaders are fools, says praise to the creator indeed. I mean, if you live your life, okay, thinking, yeah. You know, this is the topic that a lot of channels have been talking about lately. You know, it's been brought up. But the thing is, it's true. You can't walk around thinking that you're an accident. It's fucking retarded. You have to understand everything that you have is a blessing from your almighty creator who's omnipotent and above good and evil, above the constructs which you understand. Okay? Because of the fact that you've been put here into this creation in this format. Okay? You start thinking about, sound check. Okay. You start thinking about breaking things down, matter to its smallest form. And you start to get to these theoretical atoms and all this crap. Okay. It's all theoretical. Okay. Because of the parameters that we as human beings, or whatever you want to fucking call us, because of the parameters that are set in our brain is the receiver. Okay. It takes in the sound. It takes in the sight. It takes in all that, the taste, the smell, the pressure, the air pressure, the barometric pressure, the ground, the stability, takes in all of it. And it creates what you know and what you're experiencing. And, excuse me, for you, okay, we have these parameters. Beyond those parameters, things are theoretical. There's no way that your soul, that your consciousness is solely part of your physical material existence and your time here. Okay? They're not the same thing. Your consciousness transcends matter. Matter can only exist with a creator who's outside of matter. Remember that. Next time you think you're going to get away with being a piece of shit on somebody for any reason. Refill time. I'll be back in about 2.5 minutes. Your host has returned. Audio check. Okay. Let's see what's going on in chat. What time did I start this? About 8:30? Maybe go a little bit longer. Okay. Vagination Boy says, too many bongs, brah. Too many bongs, brah. Too many bongs, bruh. Okay. I guess a lot of times people only own, one bong, not multiple bongs. If you mean bong hits, bong rips, bong swats, bong tokes, bong pulls. Maybe you're just not up on lingo of, there are people out there that do use bongs to smoke pot out of, but that's their business, Flat Earth Math says to Amanda that to this day, I don't really subscribe to Flat Earth channels that are all about people versus people. I like content producers, real Flat Earth content. There's a lot of Flat Earth oriented content on my channel. If you go back, listen to some of the videos. And, Flat Earth Leaders Are Fool says, yeah, anyone who thinks we are and everything around us is an accident is the ultimate fool. And that is absolutely the truth. And Vagination Boy goes on to say that the cure for too many bongs is another bong. That being said, stay with me as life gets a little bit more interesting. Ooh. And 3, 2, 1. Wow. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. Mm. Amanda says the bigger picture to discuss here. People are missing the spiritual warfare going on and looking at minutia. Hmm. Hmm. Amanda says she agrees and that much very good content has indeed been produced. Flat Earth Math says to Amanda, I like my perspective a lot. Plus, Jeranism's always fun. For some people, yes, very much so. I guess so. Fool says spiritual warfare is real, something everyone seems to want to avoid talking about. Amanda says after 6 months of learning, she's utterly exhausted, but has been and will continue to be enlightening. But it has been and will continue to be enlightening. Lori Gale says 686 views on Potato Show and 3 comments? Really? Huh, isn't that interesting? Victoria says God wants a relationship with his children and Satan doesn't want that. Hmm. Wow, there's a lot going on. Flat Earth Leader says it is to Lori Gale saying, that's very telling. Says, yay, VB's back. Victoria says, Lori, were they all about how great Patricia is? Oh, probably. I'm sure. It's probably like Meg Mag or something. Patricia, you're the best. Who knows? Don't hate. Let's not hate. Paradise Found said the Earth is cellular concave 100%. Huh, interesting. Um. Oh yeah. Lori Gale says, "Yep, Vic, that's a little circle jerk club there." Yeah, I know it is definitely. Hmm. Nathan Oakley says, YouTube pays me, Richard, not the other way around. Hmm. Hmm. Tom Foolery of ISS says this was posted by someone in Globebuster's Facebook page, and I think it's relevant to JLB's Flat Earth Meta Fae series. Hmm. Wow. And it's a whole lot of stuff written there. I'm not going to read that. Nathan Oakley says, LOL, YouTube stats are like sales stats, so I'm good with the numbers having being an international sales representative. Huh. Not buying views is the point, Richard. Smiley face. Hmm. Amanda doesn't give a fuck, personally, who gets paid. That isn't the real issue. Flat Earth Math says to the tomfoolery of the ISS that he's sorry to hear that and that he doesn't think the shape of the Earth should bust up friendships. That's part of why he's here. Hmm. Wow, Nathan Oakley's in it with somebody. Well, hmm. It's looking like the show might have run its course. I think I addressed all the issues I wanted to address. It's been a decent show. I have to cut them back down to 2 hours, depending on how much content I have, how many topics I have to talk about, and how much I have to say. So, to all in the chat, Chris Truthseeker says Mark K. Sargent, $45 to $713 estimated monthly earnings. The Scarecrow will sell out to YouTube, and he says that they can pay him in deep dish pizza and cheesecakes, and he would straight shill all day. Lee Harvey Hitler says she's buying the views or subs, or someone is buying them for her. You know. It's all up for debate. Nathan is all proud of his YouTube earnings and his commercials, his stupid ass commercials that he puts in his fucking videos. Who wants to see commercials, man, when they're trying to relax and have a fucking podcast with people talking in the background? Who wants to see commercials? Who wants to see commercials? You know, Patty, Nathan, all you fucking guys, man. You fucking commercials, man. Come on, bro. You know, Scarecrow, thanks, bro. Thanks for coming by, bro. And Rob wants to shout out to VB. And Rob, as always, bro, much love, much respect. I mean, you're in it for the long haul, bro. I think you caught a good portion of my show tonight. You know, I think you did. You know, Flat Earth leaders are fools. Says it's not how much they're getting paid. It's not a matter of how much they are getting paid. The problem is they are deceptive fools. Nathan Oakley says, yeah, agreed. He agrees to that. No, I'm just kidding. He might. No, he's probably agreeing to something else. Lee Harvey Hitler says commercials are gay. Yeah, I agree with the sentiment. You know, Amanda says it sure is all up for debate. I'm sick of skirting around real issues. And Scarecrow says, Amanda, is this a Jedi mind trick? Rob says he caught it all. Rob says, yo, Timmy. That's what Rob says. Yo, Timmy. It's Vagination Boy, who more than likely is just Tim Osmond, bipolar troll. Fuck me and my bulimic ass. What's his other name? Bulimic Valley Girl cunt. I forget what his name was. I don't know. But yeah, it's probably just good old Timmy. Okay. And Amanda also wants to know where the real deception lies. Chris Rock says cheers all. okay? Because I'm about to wrap it up right now, Lori Gale's in the house saying cheers and good night to all, And Nathan Oakley says to Amanda, hey, the globe is a lie, which, damn right, Nathan, the globe's a lie, bro. For real, bro. And Rob says, within your heart, Amanda. And Amanda says, it's deeper than the globe, Nathan. And, it is. I think we've had a good, productive little chat tonight. I got to air my opinion on a lot of people, a lot of things that are happening right now. Tom Foolery of the ISS and Flat Earth Math had a chance to really, talk about a lot of stuff involving the gyros. And they got to talk a lot about what Bob's proposition with his gyro is going to imply. And because of the fact that this channel has no moderators, okay, that's why everyone who came in here to talk to each other all got to say everything they wanted to say. Some people came in here and tried other people. It wasn't as hot and bothered as last time with Nathan. You guys, it wasn't as hot and bothered as last time. But a lot of communication happened. Nathan Oakley got a chance to brag about putting stupid ass commercials in his videos and how cool he thinks it is that he gets paid money when people are trying to just like chill and watch you. I mean, they're already giving you a chance, Nathan. They're already watching you. And then you're going to fucking put that, you're going to slap that in their faces. You're going to throw that in their laps. You're just lame, bro. That's just lame. Whatever. To each their own. People can have the money. If I was going to put out content that was like musical content that I was like really trying to sell, I'd pump it up and I'd put money on it and I'd put it, in a music category, and it would have nothing to do with truth or flat earth or anything like that. Maybe part of me would be able to justify monetizing something like that. But if it's just an individual song and it means people are clicking in to listen to it and I get money for it, then okay, as an artist, as a creator, maybe. But when talking about truth and just freelance talking and having hangouts and making conspiracy-oriented stuff that talks about how everything's a deception, I don't think it's really like honorable for people to really, for people to make money off that shit, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that are some of the top YouTube truth names, and they have their shit monetized, and I guess I can't blame them if all they do is sit there all day and research and constantly put out like 7-8 videos a day, and they want it, that's their job, and that's their career. Yeah, okay. But like, that's outward, that's output conspiracy. The content that I produce in my talking videos, they're a little bit more of a look inward, for the viewer and for myself, and maybe I help you explore yourself better, inwardly. And same with this, me talking, not really knowing anything, just going out blind in the dark. I'm not going to copyright that. I'm not going to put commercials on that. Someone over here says, VB, you literally made me LOL. So thank you for that. Okay. Lee Harvey Hitler, of course, wants to know if Nathan bags groceries. Amanda wants to shout out to Martin Liedtke. A man I trust indeed. That's what she says. Okay. To each their own. Nathan is an ad whore, just like the other fools, says Flat Earth Leaders. And Lori Gale says, better than being a commercial biatch. That's out of order. Don't take that out of context, guys. That was out of order. I'm reading backwards now. Lori Gale says she heard somewhere that Nathan was a grocery bagger. I heard that somewhere too. I don't know. Could just be gossip, Chris Rock says, oh no, not yet. Lori Gale says, much love to Crow, to Dust Scarecrow. Lee Harvey Hitler says, it's been a good show and chat. Good job, VB. Amanda says, thank you, VB. We'll pay another visit to the dark room again. Ooh. Rob says, gonna go live panel is open to you all. Okay, guys. Once again, thank you for joining Validation Boy live stream. It's been a whole lot of fun for me. As we go off the air, join me one last time